Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Poppies fans, wherever you may be, to Steel Park. It is the Newlands Shield. It is Corby Town versus Kettering Town, live here on Poppies TV for the first time this season. We are using this as a bit of a trial run. We've got a bit new bit of equipment, and we're trying to re-familiarise ourselves with everything, but we should be back. We have got a team sheet as such. The team sheet is the Corby team, and the Kettering team we will give you as and when we see them. We expect lots of the trialist brothers, but Kettering are out there warming up. Joining me as usual from last season and as usual this season is Head of Media, Mr. Paul Cook.
Good evening, Ed. How are you? Yep, you're fine. Yeah, welcome to Steel Park. As we said, it's a lovely afternoon. Our first attempt so far at the Newlands Shield. We've had our other games postponed, obviously, against Brackley, and Corby's involvement in the FA Cup have made this the first game for Kettering, and this Shield has been a bit dismantled by all that, of course. We haven't got a Kettering Town lineup. All I can tell you is that it's the same squad that appeared against Stamford on Thursday. There will be a few names that we'll be able to broadcast over the airs for you. And the Corby team has Elliot Sandy at number 5, of course, who is a Kettering player. They're full of trialists as well. The player to look out for them, though, is Jordan O'Brien, who is their playmaker. Had a word with Coxey before the game. We shall give him an interview after. And hopefully this will be an entertaining game. Probably Kettering's strongest game so far of this season. So we shall see how that goes. And there's a few games, if you've not seen already, there's a new friendly on August the 5th, Wednesday, against the 4th even, we've started, against Biggleswade FC. This has been played at Bedford Town's Erie. Biggleswade FC are sharing with Bedford. It's not Bedford Town, it's not Biggleswade Town. The Waders, it's Biggleswade FC. There is a difference, although they do play in green. So yeah, that's a new friendly. And on Tuesday, Ed and myself will be at Colville. We may broadcast depending on how things go, but we shall definitely be there covering the game for Poppies TV. I do believe, Ed, that we have a new sponsor lined up also for Poppies TV.
We have.
Can we announce anything? Or
not yet. Not yet. He needs to pay us some money first, and right. then he becomes an actual sponsor. But yes, over the course of the season, you may see an additional sponsor, and once that all goes through, we will announce it and welcome them warmly. But at the moment, we don't have it.
Anybody out there that also would like to be a part of our team in sponsoring us, please give us a call. You can contact the club and use all the email addresses to get in contact with us. We are independently fundraising for Poppies TV. Team's not yet out. Kettering playing in red and black and white shorts. It's the old strip, the old sponsor on the front shirt. We haven't got the new kit yet. When we do get the new kit, there will be a media day, so there'll be a lot of photographs and a lot of people announced at that time. Quite a few in here. It's great to see crowds back at football. Quite rare. The largest crowd I've been involved in, I think, since
Telford.
Telford. Yes. But there we go. Nothing happening.
No, I was just watching the substitute goalkeeper for Kettering pull off arguably one of the greatest saves I've ever seen in the warm-up.
Kettering goalkeepers are Rhys Davis and Jackson Smith.
Well, Jackson Smith then is the one who pulled off that save. Speaking of Kettering goalkeepers, you may have seen on social media and everything that Jacob Wood is back home and recovering after his injury on Tuesday. It was the inter-squad friendly. Sorry, Thursday. Was it Tuesday or Thursday? I can't remember. Tuesday.
We're not sure what day.
No.
You can tell we're not used to this.
Yeah. but yeah, he's back home and recovering. Of course, again, thank you, massive thank you, and well done to Rachel Burks, and of course Kyle Perry, who was who helped out, and all of the players and staff who did their best for Jacob, and of course all the fans who were behind the goal, who made their way away from behind the goal to allow Jacob to get all of the attention that he needed. Of course, the board and us would like to put on record our thanks. The teams are making their way out. Kettering, as Paul said, playing in last season's red and black shirt, white shorts and white socks. Corby Town, the home team, playing in their black and white stripes, black shorts and black socks. Connor Kennedy wearing the captain's armband. Paul Cox has been floating the idea of a club captain about, and Kennedy's name is one that has been mentioned. Nothing set in stone yet, though, but he certainly would be a candidate. He, out of the squad that we've got, Connor Kennedy is actually one of the more senior players in terms of who's played for Kettering in length.
I think you'll find Storer is the longest serving member.
Yeah, no, I was saying one of.
Oh, one of. Well,
one of, not the.
The actual player is Gary Storer, 138 games.
So. Yeah, so Connor Kennedy must be second, I think. Is he in the current squad?
Yeah, he is. He's second in there. 49 professional first-team games.
Is that including the 2 seasons that never were?
Well, yeah, otherwise it's naught.
Good point. Connor Kennedy making his debut against Bradford Park Avenue,
as they all will be. And technically, Paul Cox hasn't managed a league game.
Yeah, Storer's the only one who's actually played for Kettering, is what we're saying at the moment.
Yep, if that is the case, so that's amazing, isn't it? Another great stat we can't use,
love
or we
stats.
can use depending on how we feel. Well, I've just spotted another member of our media team who's not decided to become a member today, and just lounging around out there. That's Gary Foreman talking to the president.
Mr. President.
He's not wearing his official gong, but the captains have just shook hands. Elliot Sandy is captain Corby today, and Connor Kennedy is the role for Kettering. So they're lining up.
Yeah, this is essentially a tournament, isn't it? It is tournament football, the Newland Shield. How far are we going to get through it? I don't know, because we still need to rearrange the Corby home game. We need to rearrange the Brackley away game, home game. As it stands, we are playing Brackley next Saturday.
If their COVID case comes through okay, teams just swapping ends. Kettering are going to be kicking towards the James Ashworth VC Memorial stand. But yes, if in fact they come out of isolation, that is Brackley. But so this is the first game for Kettering. Corby, of course, lost 4-1 to Brackley in the opening game of the competition.
4-1.
4-1.
4.
4.
Okay.
Just
checking. Just checking.
As in 4, after 3 and before 5. So it's 4. There's a few familiar faces of Kettering fans I can see walking in here. I shan't mention that one, but a heck of a stomach on it.
No, that's just Carl Perry.
Oh, yeah. I've got a great song about Carl Perry, by the way,
stands over the ball and gets started. Well, away we go then at Steel Park. Kettering from our vantage point, kicking from left to right. So that is towards the James Ashworth VC Memorial stand. And it is that's Chris Smith playing the ball long, the number 6 looking for Kyle Perry. 2 names that we realise. Storer wearing the number 10 shirt today, playing in a central midfield role, as he did away at Bugbrook, partnering Connor Kennedy. We have a number 2, I believe, is a trialist at right back. We then have... It certainly looks like Paul Cox is going to start favouring this 5 at the back tactic. We've got a flat back 3, 2 wing backs, 2 midfielders, and then 3 forward players. So 5-2-3 or 3-5.
Well, it doesn't it? Change a few times.
3-4-3, however way you're attacking or defending. Yeah, he's played around a bit, hasn't he, Paul Cox, with the formations, and never seems to keep it. Wants all of the players to be aware of many different tactics for different areas in the game. The number 11 there for Kettering is going to have fouled Elliot Sandy, the former Kettering man, now playing as a centre-half for the Steelmen. Of course, Kettering fans will remember him from playing up top for Kettering a few seasons ago. Gary Mulligan also at Corby, not here today though.
He's on holiday, I believe, according to the Corby contingent.
Oh, nice for him.
So nice
the only player who has managed to swear live on our television programme, Gary Mulligan.
And the only other player, or only other member of Kettering staff to swear on TV is you.
Yeah, that was inadvertent though. I didn't actually mean to swear. It was a slip of the tongue. The number 5 for Kettering breaks forward. Now Reece Sharp is the left wing back. Ball forward. Kyle Perry is 1-on-1 and nods the ball straight through to Nemanja Grubor. He's saying that he was being held, and he was being held. Referee today, Sean Barry, says nothing illegal though, and then there is a foul on the Corby centre half, which the goalkeeper Grubor will take, wearing a fluorescent highlighter yellow shirt with black shorts and black socks, and Kettering's Rhys Davies in all yellow.
Wasn't Gruber in LOLO?
There we go. It was Hans Gruber. That was Die Hard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ball forward, well cut out by the number 5. Hit forward back to Crawford, headed away, and then Kennedy gets in the way of that one. Plays out to the left. Does he? No, he plays forward off the Corby man for a throw in. The number 7, that was Connor Fury. Sharp takes the throw in long, looking for Perry. That's over Perry's head and runs too long for Crawford, out for a goal kick. Corby have a couple of trialists in their team, 3 of them, the number 2, the number 8 and the number 10, and 4 substitutes named on the bench. Chris Smith then for Kettering lays the ball back to Rhys Davies. Davies ran to his left foot, clears up the pitch looking for Crawford. It will be a Corby man who gets underneath it to Britton. That's Jude Britton. Britton back to the number 4, Jake Holt. Good challenge by Crawford to Sharp. Sharp into Storer. Storer turns back and lays to one of the trialist centre halves. Of course, there were 2 trialist centre halves in a back 3. Chris Smith playing on the right of that back 3. The centre of the centre halves, very Jason Lee-esque with that pineapple on his head. Here's the number 11 into Perry. Perry 1-2, number 11 back on the right hand side of the box, puts it low. No, great sliding challenge by Jake Holt to get a corner for Kettering, and yeah, it's the number 6, the trialist for Kettering. He's got the Jason Lee haircut. He stands probably 6'2", 6'3", maybe a bit taller.
Yeah, having long conversations with Paul Coxey was before the game. Coxey instructed him what he wants from him, but it's a first corner of the game.
Sharp is over to take it. It'll be left-footed, swinging inwards. Kettering have got the love train sorted on the edge of the box. Ball in, that's too low. Got to beat the first man there as a footballer. Headed away by Corby. The number 5 for Kettering will shield the ball out of play in front of the Kettering dugout. Full dugout today. Paul Cox wearing his rather casual shorts and t-shirt. He's taken the Premier League look. John Ramshaw also in shorts and the Poppies black shirt. Ben Marvin out there, black shorts, red shirt. Just in case you were wondering what the bench were wearing. Don't know why I've gone through that, but there we are. Corby bring us away. Afternoon to everyone listening on YouTube. We're glad we can bring you this game as a trial. Hopefully we will have more for you when the season gets underway. Perry then.
Flicks the ball
Great
through.
ball
There's
through.
Crawford.
Oh, good. Cut out by the number 5, Elliot Sandy. And they break away on the right-hand side. And Kettering's number 5 wins the throw-in. Apparently it's gone out of play before the 7, Connor Fury, could keep it in. Sharp takes the throw-in on the halfway line. Long looking for Crawford. He's up against Sandy. Crawford does win it, but the ball only falls to Jake Holt, who clears long. 5 again for Kettering, working hard, that centre half on the left-hand side. Now it's with Chris Smith as they've switched the ball. Over the halfway line now, Chris Smith.
Perry couldn't control that, and Sandy plays it back to the goalkeeper, Gruber, who takes his time in the 6-yard box. There's Crawford trying to play the trialist number 2, and it goes out for a Corby throw-in. Corby on the far side with this throw-in. Hasn't been taken yet. A lot of movement for the Steelman. It's been taken now. Won by the Kettering number 5 to Crawford, who juggles past his old teammates, of course. Crawford's first appearance against Corby since joining Kettering Town from the Steelman, and a good work there by Jordan O'Brien. Gets the ball through to Cammy Gilley, but it's intercepted by a new signing, and that is going straight back to Gruber. who we can't mention yet.
Well done.
But yeah, we have made some signings. We're waiting for FA approval before we could bring
as
those in
usual.
to you.
So the way, just in case you were wondering, it works for social media at the moment this season. The way the club want it to work is, even though forms are signed and done, we wait for FA approval. Just have to look at Tamworth and Roe Turner for that one, as the number 2 gets the ball down for a corner on the right hand side. Yeah, if you're following what's happening with former Poppy Nathaniel Roe Turner and Tamworth, they had everything signed, and then he didn't join. But they had announced him, so it got into a whole Twitter mess with them announcing the signing and then not announcing the signing, and the club want to avoid that. So Kettering will be not announcing anything as the corner comes in.
Process Kennedy. And it just loops away, cleared by the trialist 1, the number 2 for Corby. Storer in possession. It's gone to the halfway line. He turns, puts the ball back to Davis, who's come out of his goal. He's at the edge of the penalty area. He says calm down, plays it to the number 2. It's a long ball for the number 11 to chase. Goalkeeper comes out. The 11 gets there and is taken down by the keeper, and that could be a penalty.
It is, yeah.
And is.
Yep, it's it's not. The fan who was unhappy with that. The number 11 went through, lobbed the ball over the goalkeeper, got there first. Keeper got no touch on it. Ball didn't go in the goal. Goalkeeper took the number 11 out, and there we are. Penalty for Kettering. The man who won it, the number 11, is the man who's going to take it. So he's picked himself up. He's kept the ball away from everyone else. He's going to be right-footed against Nemanja Grubor. The 11 runs up from the edge of the penalty area, right-footed. Goal! Good penalty. That keeper went the right way, but the power on it was brilliant. And it 8 minutes, nearly 9 gone. It is Corby Town 0, Kettering Town 1.
Yeah, it was a very good strike, as Ed said. The keeper went the right way, and but a powerful drive. Patted his sparing hand of Gruber gives the Poppies a 1-0 advantage, and that was a good strike. Having seen the England penalties in the Euros, it makes you wonder. But Perry just congratulating the number 11 there as Corby get the game back underway, and it's with the number 6 Britain, and Corby, number 10 trialist 3, loses possession. So does Reese. Sharp.
Scrappy play, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah. It should be a Corby throw, and the referee's given it to Kettering. We'll take that.
That'll be because it was definitely a Kettering throw.
Reece Sharp over there to take the ball. Those of you that went to Cutner to see the first friendly of the season witnessed Exodus Gehagen in the squad. He's no longer part of Paul Cox's plan, so that can be put to bed as Kettering come forward to the number 11, who traps it well, beats Sandy to the ball and goes through. The chase on here, the 3 gets there, but the number 11 denied by Cammy Gillay, who gets the ball back to the goalkeeper. Bet with Gillay. Number 11 certainly seems to be causing Corby a few problems. It's back with Kennedy though. Kennedy gets it to Storer. Storer squares the ball to Reece Sharp. He'll do well to keep that in. He can't. So a bit heavy there by Storer. Goes out for a throw on the far side.
It's going to be interesting because we've all seen the right back for Kettering, and should he sign, it does leave a question as to where Storer is going to play this season, because
that's essentially his position, isn't it?
Yeah, and I would maybe want a more natural option in central midfield alongside Kennedy if I had the choice. And not only that, Storer's finishing has left a lot to be desired over the last couple of seasons. He's got himself in the positions,
definitely,
but I can't remember the last goal Gary Storer scored.
He's only scored 5, I think, in his time at Kettering so far. One a wonder goal where he dribbled through like Messé, and I think it was against someone like Froome or something like that. But the number 11's got the ball from a missed kick there. He can't control it. Unlucky for him. Kennedy trying to force the ball, but it's played out by Corby. They're playing it down the middle. It's Britain puts a long ball for them to chase, and goalkeeper Davis comes out, shields the ball away, leaves it go for goal kick. Still 1-0 to Kettering, scored by trialist number 11.
Yes, and really, just looking around, there's actually a really good crowd here. We're in this main stand, which is actually, as I've just stood up to check, pretty much full. There's a full contingent behind the goal to our left, the goal that Corby are currently attacking, and a smattering of fans behind the goal Kettering are attacking in the James Ashworth VC Memorial stand. Here's Crawford as he plays the ball poorly, straight to the number 3, Camille Gilles for Corby. Now it's with the number 6. Jude Britton is unceremoniously taken down by Storer, who I'm not sure heard the whistle. And handbags.
There's a little bit of handbags there. A referee wants a word with them.
Yeah, I don't really know what Storer was doing there.
No.
The foul had been committed. He got up and tried to continue play, and then stopped the ball being played quickly, and then a little bit of a WWE wrestling and grappling. Speaks a talking to from
it wouldn't be the same
Sean
with
Barry.
Kettering Corby. That'll add a little bit of needle.
Doesn't matter that it's a pre-season match.
Not at all, but it's the number 6 with the ball for Corby, which is Britton on the centre circle in Kettering's half, just outside that in fact. He's asking for some movement, nothing happening, crowd getting on him. Sandy's here free, asking Perry to go back the 10 yards. If he breathes in, he could do that. It's played out to the number 4, Holt. Holt puts it long for number 9, Ross McParland. He puts the ball in, and he crosses the ball, nobody there. And the number 2 for Kettering gets the ball away, but it should be a Kettering throw, given the other way. And Corby...
Suddenly starting to feel like not a pre-season game.
Exactly, yes. There's a little bit more to it than
yeah,
which is good,
that's
which
a
is
little
what,
bit in needle. Let's hope that continues.
Yeah, which is
within reason.
Within reason, which is what the management wanted. They wanted to get away from this sort of pre-season friendliness and have a bit of edge to it. This game might have that as Corby now forcing the ball. A shot comes in, and that was from Jordan O'Brien going by the post, low and weak shot.
If only we could get the weather of like a November evening. If it could be a bit colder and rainier, then it'd really feel like a season match.
We've done quite well though, Ed. Really, it was supposed to be thunderstorms and rain, wasn't it? That's later tonight now. But
thunderstorms and lightning.
Yes, isn't that a song by someone?
It's very frightening. I have on good.
That's a good. You're back.
I'm back. We're there. You never lose it.
You never lose.
It depends whether you had it in the first place.
Exactly.
So throw in for Corby halfway inside the Kettering half. It's on the left-hand side of their attack. Referee is not happy with the football. It's my ball. I'm going home. No, he is happy with the ball. He's giving it back to the number 3 Camille Gilles to take the throw in. Brought down, back to the throw in taken. Now the number 6 clipped forward. Chris Smith has all the time in the world to deal with this. No, he hasn't anymore. Hooks over his head. Kennedy's going to challenge the number 3. Kennedy wins the flick on, but only to as far as the number 8, which is trialist 2. Camille Gilles down the line. Chris Smith clears away and then gets a little bit of a shove for his troubles from the Corby man.
Yeah, very good crowd here. If you've just joined us, it's Kettering leading 1-0. Goal scored by the number 11, a trialist, from a penalty, as he was brought down himself. And he looks quite a threat, this guy. So we shall... But it's going to be a throw-in to Kettering taken by the number 2 to Perry, who flicks the ball on but doesn't reach the number 11. Corby played the ball quite well out of possession, and they get it to the number 3, Gillet, who long ball to O'Brien. O'Brien puts the ball through, cut out by the Kettering number 5 or 6, can't tell from here, but I don't know who they are. Storer takes a bit of time, just a little 2-2, puts it back to the number 2. And a long, hopeful ball for the number 11, but
it's going to be offside anyway.
Allows that to go out, and it still remains 1-0 to the Poppies, but spicing up a bit.
16 minutes gone. As you said, that goal from the number 11 for Kettering, the trialist, who was brought down in the penalty area by Nemanja Grubor. Long ball forward, and it's the number 9, Ross McParland, trying to chase that down. He has. In the corner flag now against the number 5 for Kettering, one of the trialist centre halves. Good battle going on over there. Still in play, and the 5 is chopped down inadvertently by Ross McParland as he tried to get the ball into the area. Referee telling the centre half exactly where he wants the free kick taken from.
In the second half, Ed will have a Load of different trialists come on and changes. There's a complete team ready over there, I think, for the second half.
Yep, no Callum Powell out there at the moment. No Dakari Sheriff out there at the moment. I think both are on the bench.
Yep.
So we've still got those to come on. Perry can't win that header, but it has been put through to the number 11, who plays it out wide right to the number 2, the right back. It's a heavy touch, still going, down to the byline, clips back across, goal! Oh, no one there from a Kettering perspective. Now it's Crawford, lays it to the edge of the box. No Kettering man there, chance for Kettering.
That was a good chance, wasn't it? If someone was just there just to tap it in an empty net, would have been 2-0, but good work from the number 2, who continues to impress. He's as does the number 11, who comes through. He's beaten to it this time, though, by trialist number 3 for Corby, who then collides with the number 2, plays the ball back to Sandy. Sandy, former Kettering Town player, of course. He gives the ball away to the number 2. It's just hit aimlessly towards the goalkeeper, who takes a look at it above his head, and Gruber can say that he died hard that one. But,
nice.
There we are. It's a long ball.
Into the hands of Gruber.
Hands of Gruber. Oh dear.
Good
Corby, they said.
Good work that from Kennedy, but Corby bring the ball away again. This left-hand side with Camille Gilles. Does the number 2 wonderfully, and now bursts forward. Chance here for Corby, out to the number 11, Jordan O'Brien. O'Brien plays it in towards the number 3 again. A miss clearance by the number 6, and then a great sliding challenge by the 5 for Kettering. Cleared only as far as the number 8, but the number 11 for Kettering trying to put his body in the way. Shot by the number 6, well cut out by Kennedy. That was Jude Britton, and then cleared long by Kettering down into Corby territory, and a throw-in.
That was Corby's really first real attempt at target, and they proved to be quite formidable there, but a good defensive action from Kettering. And the back 4 holding out quite well. Sandy gets the ball back to the troublemaker Camille Gilles, who caused that for Kettering. He gives the ball away, though. It's hit aimlessly, and that goes out on the far side for a throw-in. Still 1-0 to Kettering. We're into the 90th minute of this Newlands Shield game. The first one Kettering have played this season. This is Corby's second appearance in it. They lost 4-1 to Brackley early doors. And Chris Smith underneath the goal kick. Have to play the ball back. Davies comes out, and he's...
Well, that's a foul. Yeah.
The ball goes into the net.
Oh, Rhys Davies is hurt. Rhys Davies is hurt here. He's out.
Goalkeeper
Rhys Davies
is down.
Absolutely...
I don't believe it. Goalkeeper is flat out. Rachel comes running on. And Chris Smith went into the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper hasn't moved.
No, he's not moved at all.
He's not moved.
Oh,
his
no,
arm has just moved, thankfully. And Rachel is out again. Of course, her heroics the other night certainly saved Jacob Wood. But after the whistle had been blown, Corby player put the ball into the net. Everybody thought it was a goal, but of course it wasn't. And the goalkeeper is down. We have got another goalkeeper out there.
Well, Chris Smith immediately waved to the bench. And this is concerning, considering what happened on Tuesday for Kettering with Jacob Wood. It wasn't much of a different scenario, but
it's not funny, but it's strange that both incidents have been caused by Kettering players on their own players.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Chris Smith collided with Rhys Davies there, and it was Sheriff that collided with Jacob Wood last week, but he's on his haunches. He might be stunned. He's drinking water. Players surrounding him.
Well, the substitute goalkeeper for Kettering is
Jackson Smith,
getting ready to come on. I wonder whether he will come on now for the duration of the game, and Kettering will protect.
It is rolling substitutions in these competitions where you can come on a few times. Apparently, it's not like a normal game. Referee checking that he's okay. Rachel is on there on her own, certainly earning her worth in pre-season so far, and doing a wonderful job.
Yep. So both teams, mainly Kettering though, back over to the dugouts, getting some instructions, speaking to the gaffer Paul Cox there. Chris Smith and Gary Storer having a word with John Ramshaw. He's made his way to the halfway line on the pitch. Maybe Mr. Ramshaw is going to come on in goal. Rhys Davies is back up, and
that would be a shock if Ramshaw comes on in goal. He'd certainly fill in.
But Rhys Davies is back up. He seems to be compos mentis. Speaking to the referee, he's got the obligatory tissue in the nose, so
must be a nose injury.
It must be a nose injury. Still receiving some treatment from Rachel.
Chris Smith going over to offer an apology, I would think.
That's not his fault. He
Not
got
his
a
fault,
shove in
he
the
got
back
shoved in the
from
back by the Corby
O'Brien,
player,
wasn't
so
it?
It should be a shake of the hands there between them, and it does look like if the other goalkeeper's coming on, he's getting an instruction, but
yeah, I don't know. It looks like no. Rhys Davis is on, although he has just made the substitution signal to Rachel. Well, it does look like Rhys Davis is going to be okay to carry on. He places the ball down, and he will continue for the time being. He'll certainly at least take this free kick. Another scary moment there for Kettering. Thankfully, this one was averted, and it wasn't as bad as Tuesday. That's a free kick down here from someone. I must admit I'd just turned away from that one. In fact, is it Jackson Smith?
Yes.
He's taken his gloves back off and has sat back down on the bench. So Rhys Davis is okay to carry on for the time being.
Well, that was a deja vu moment almost for a while, as the number 8 trialist 2 loses the ball to Storer, but Storer can't get there. There's a bit of afters with Perry and the number 8. Nothing much. Sandy has the ball, plays it out to Gillet. He's slim, he's slender, he's going down the wing, gets it to O'Brien, back to Gillet. He's being harassed by our number 2. He gets a good ball, good work there from Corby, good triangles. It's O'Brien with puts the ball through for the number 9. Out comes
brave goalkeeping,
yep.
Especially after what's just happened.
Exactly, Ross McParlin there as wasn't that Deck? Oh, was it Ant? Bearing down on him, and the goalkeeper showing that he's okay, which is great news. The ball looping in the air, won by the number 5 Storer, can't get there. There's a foul by the referee, giving it to Corby. Didn't see what happened there really, but
no complaints over there though. So
no.
Yeah, strange. But free kick just inside Kettering's half, right on the far touchline on the right hand side of Corby's attack, taken short to the centre half, Jake Holt. Holt under some pressure from Crawford, goes all the way back to Grubor in goal. He's under pressure from Kettering trialist number 11. That clearance is cut out by Crawford, although 2 Corby men put a stop to that. Storer does well to get away with that one. Storer still bearing down a goal. That's a free kick on the edge of the box. And in a league game, you could be looking at
a red card, I'd have thought.
He was last man through.
Very poor challenge.
Storer was centre of goal, bearing down, about to release a shot, and was
should he have passed it wide to the number 11? Do you think?
Well, no, because if he hadn't have been taken out, he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, centre of the goal.
Elliot Sandy, the former Kettering player, who's
he's going in the book.
Going into the
for
book.
The friendly. 25 minutes gone. The first yellow card of the game.
Professional foul there
from
Sandy.
I think in a league game he'd take a yellow card all day long.
Yeah, Perry not happy with that. But Sandy gets away with a yellow.
Powell not on. He did score a wonderful free kick at Stamford. He's not on the pitch. So Crawford and Sharp are the ones standing over it. You'd think it favours a right footer because it'd be going away from the goalkeeper, and Sharp is quite central to the ball. It'd be quite a...
But it's not American football, isn't it? We could bring on a tactical team.
We could, the kicking team.
Kicking team.
Well, Perry is looking interested, although he has moved away.
Well, Perry taking a free kick. I wouldn't have thought. Here it comes now.
It's going to be Sharp over the wall, over the bar, into the stand.
And derisions there of laughter from the Corby following in front of us, as you'd expect. As the ball ricochets into the stand, causing a dent in the prefabricated ironwork behind there. Not really, but sounded okay. Gruber with the goal kick, taking his time. Into 26 minutes almost up here at Newlands. The Newlands Shield. Smith heads the ball, but O'Brien gets a 1-2. O'Brien flicks the ball through. Out comes Davis, who seems to be fully recovered from that knock he took a few moments ago. Puts his hand up, and well taken by the young goalkeeper from Leicester City. £250,000 I think Newport County paid for him. And by all accounts he's been inspired by Kasper Schmeichel and Danny Ward, So Kettering have done well to capture him. The ball's with the other goalkeeper at the moment, Grubar, who releases it eventually. No, he doesn't.
No, he's still holding on to it.
He does now. Balls it over to the other side. Or bowls it over to the other side, should I say. And it's Corby just outside their penalty area. Number 4, Holt, gets the ball. Good work here from the number 8 trialist 2. Threads the ball through, and number 5 misses it for Kettering, and Kettering now with a chance.
Good
down
pace
by the penalty area. He goes down, but it's not a foul. And Sharp runs away for Kettering. There's a tangle with Perry, and there's a foul on Perry, as Kettering had slight advantage. The Corby crowd not
Ross
happy with
McParlin's still down on our left-hand side after that challenge.
He's off the park though, isn't he? So they can...
not quite, no.
Well, he can roll off.
Yeah. He's still on his haunches. Referee has
anyway.
just said to wait for the physio to come on. I think he's now telling him to go off the pitch. I'm not too sure.
So Kettering Town friendlies so far are going to consist later on of Biggleswade FC. We've got Colville, we have Brackley, and we have Worksop Town also to play in a few weeks' time. So before the season starts on August the 14th, that home game against Bradford Park Avenue at Latimer Park. Yes, that's when all the action starts. Have to get some crowds in because there's been none so far. Free kick comes in finally for Kettering towards Perry. Perry can't win it. The number 4 offside flag goes up, and that was won by Jake Holt from Perry, who was causing a nuisance in that penalty area, something that he's very good at. And the free kick can be taken by Elliot Sandy, who plays the ball back. Sandy just been booked, of course, and doesn't want to get sent off in a friendly. Very few people have done that. Rennie Howe was the last one for Kettering, I think, sent off. But there we go. As they come away with the ball, it's Gillet for Corby, tackled by the number 2. He has to play the ball back. It goes out for a Corby Town throwing halfway in their own
Part of me
half.
wants the number 2 to stay on the second half because I'm quite enjoying this battle with him and Gillet.
Yes, he's certainly a good player, the number 2.
Gil.
And again, that Gillet wins the ball, but it goes out for a throw in, a header in Kettering's half. I see what you mean about the pineapple head over there. Yeah, it is very, very familiar to
Jason Lee, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh,
What's going on now? I know throw-in's taken. Referee just decided he was going to blow his whistle for no reason to Perry now. Throw-in. Wins another throw-in. Further down the line.
That shirt doesn't do him justice, does it, really? I did say to him, couldn't you get one that fits? But there we go. Hopefully when we get the new kit it will do, but it's with we'll call him Pineapple because you don't know who he is, but he threads the ball through.
Great
a good ball here to Sharp on the far side. Sharp with a light blue, puts the ball over. Light blue boots, I was going to say, quite outstanding there, but the number 11 can't get to it. It goes harmlessly for a goal kick into the 30th minute soon, and it's still Kettering Town that are 1-0. Thank you, Gary Graham.
I'll take being called the Chuckle Brothers any day of the week.
It's goal kick then to be taken by Gruber. A long ball towards McParlin. It goes all the way to Davis, who collects it right on the edge of his penalty area as McParlin was bearing down, and he bowls the ball out to Chris Smith, signed from Kings Lynn. Puts the ball to the number 11, who does well. He's got 3 round him. Plays the ball back to the number 2. And he plays it back to Smith. Smith square to Pineapple. And I think we can say Pineapple, can't we? We don't get done for that, do we?
I don't know. I'm going to keep calling him trialist number 4.
Righty ho, I'll call it Pineapple. Oh, good work there from the trialist on the far side from Kettering. Plays the ball through to the number 11, who is offside, unfortunately. But and then the number 2 fires a shot. And boos from the Corby crowd. Normally that would be a booking, I would think, in a league match for that, but referee's having a quick word with the number 2, and there we are. Nice short back and sides. In my day at school, we used to hate the short back and sides haircut because that was the only style that they had, but seems quite fashionable now, doesn't it?
I think the referee would die for a short back and sides right now.
Yes, sun does sort of ricochet off his pate, doesn't it? Quite a bit, but we you go. It's Sharp on the far side in Kettering's half with a throw-in parallel with the penalty area. He launches the ball towards Perry. Perry flicks it on. A good flick for Crawford. Can Crawford get there? Sandy's losing the ball to Crawford. There's a battle between Corby and now Kettering. Andy plays the ball back to the goalkeeper, who just clears it. Good little battle there.
It's a battle we could have seen a few seasons ago, just in different shirt colours.
Yep,
but
and here McFarlane now breaking away for Corby as the number 10 goes down off the ball, cleared by the number 6. It is trialist number 3 who went down off the ball. Linesman giving nothing. Crowd not happy, as you probably can hear from where we're seated in the Corby main stand. But it results in a throw-in, I believe, for Corby. Not sure what happened there. I think he tripped over his laces, basically. But
that's just a coming together. They're both running past each other and tangle of legs. Can't start giving free kicks for things like that. Kettering clear the ball away. Will be Holt underneath it, heads back. Kennedy clips the number 8. Kilby still have the ball though. Play forward. Overhit Rhys Davis. Good starting position. Gathers the ball and then rolls short to his left of the number 5 for Kettering. Back to Rhys Davies. Now to Chris Smith. Smith plays forward to the number 11. Good battle between him and the Corby centre half. Smith then plays down the line. That's gone out of play though for a Corby throw-in on the halfway line.
Well, Elliot Sandy looks absolutely spent, doesn't he, out there? He's puffing and blowing. But good servant for Kettering, a good servant for Brackley, and a good servant for Corby, one of the very few players to have played for all 3 clubs.
Bonus is you don't need to move house.
That is true. Also over Banbury, of course.
Yeah, that's not overly far.
Kettering
Miscontrol there by Camille Gilles.
Kennedy wanted to take a quick throw, but is taking his time, gives the ball to number 2.
Of course, Kettering have got 2 long throw specialists, as they had last season, Kennedy and Sharp.
Yes, didn't see much of Sharp's throw-in. He only played 4 games for the club in a very, very short season indeed, due to you-know-what. Sharp mentioned COVID. Oh, I just
C word.
Yep, and it is Smith with the ball. Plays it long for the number 11 to chase. He's got 2 round him. He gets the header on. It should go for a goal kick. Goes over, and it does go for the said goal kick. 35th minute we're in. It's still 1-0 to Kettering. Goal scored early on, a penalty by the number 11 after he was brought down, and dispatched it very well indeed, very coolly, very calmly, and drilled it by Grubar. It is the said goalkeeper with the goal kick. Takes it. Going towards McFarlane. Run by O'Brien, but beaten to a high ball there, but Smith does clear it. And it's the number 11 who's got possession of this. He tries to get it through to Crawford, but wild clearance by Corby results in a corner to Kettering.
I wonder whether the number 11 could have allowed it to come over his head there and
volley it.
And well, yeah, not so much that, but control it and maybe continue, because there was nothing between him and the goalkeeper. If he can bring it down into his stride, he's through. As it was, he tried a speculative header to Jordan Crawford, and as you said, the clearance, I think, from trialist 1, the number 2, just to make it confusing, spooned over his own bar. Corner then for Kettering. Sharp needs a better delivery. In fact, he goes short to Crawford. Crawford back to Sharp. This hasn't really gone anywhere for Kettering, although Sharp does get the ball in now, headed away. Storer will be the first man there, and you'd imagine he goes back to the number 2, which he does. Corby fan seems to have forgotten about his tete-a-tete, and it's a great ball over to Sharp. Sharp brings down on his left foot, clips in towards the back post. He's overcooked that one though, and that will be a goal kick. Right idea from Sharp, wrong execution. 35 minutes
wrong
gone.
For Sharp, really, wasn't it? He should be on the other side doing that, but it was a good effort, really, showing what he can do. He goes back to his preferred position. Back underway.
Crawford nearly cuts out the clearance there, and Corby get away with one. They come forward though. It should come over to this number 3. It doesn't. It's brought back to Sandy. Sandy left-footed, clips long. Smith needs to do something with it. He's only given it to the number 11 for Corby. O'Brien. Now it's the number 3. Clipped in. Rhys Davis comes out. Punches. Good punch over to the far side for a throw-in for Corby. taken short. Played back to the number 6, that's Jude Britton. Jude Britton plays forward. 2 players on different wavelengths there, and the ball harmlessly goes behind for a goal kick. It's a good mix, this, I think, Kettering side of confirmed players and trialists. I wonder whether the second half, whether we will have a mass exodus and a big change, or whether Paul Cox will start putting out something close to a first
it'll swap
team.
Goalkeepers, because they are vying for that number 1 position.
And of course, Rhys Davis has taken that knock anyway.
Yeah, but yes, you're right. I hope it's not 11 new faces straight away, because this is a game that Kettering want to win. For pride more than anything else, really. It's always nice to beat Corby Town, whatever it is. Tiddlywinks to football, it's always a good one. But yeah, there's certainly another 11 out there waiting and dressed, ready to come on. So we will see. It's Corby on the far side with the ball. It's McParland who loses the ball.
It's a foul in there, is there? No,
yeah, not a foul, but
certainly wouldn't mind the number 5. There's certainly a few trialists out there that I certainly wouldn't mind if we decided to take on, namely
the
the
number
2,
6 looked pretty,
the 11, and the number
cool.
6 is Chris Smith, so we've already got him.
Oh, the number 5.
Do you mean the number 5? Yes, that's the name I was going to use in a second.
He lost the ball, it should be a goal. And just placed wide there. There was Davies at full stretch. It was head over.
The ball was put in, and it should have been cleared by the trialist, the number 4.
Missing a sitter, really. He should have hit it.
It fell straight to McParland, who tried to guide it into that far post. Rhys Davis at full stretch. Whether he had it covered or not, we don't know.
Corby's best chance of the game, and it should have been the equaliser, but it still remains Kettering winning 1-0 thanks to penalty. Perry handles the ball in Maradona style. Similar sort of thing, isn't it? You know.
All right, yeah.
Oh no, it's
well, no. Both got long hair.
Oh look, there he is. Look there in front of me. Look.
So free kick for Corby, about halfway inside their own half. Taken short by Holt. Kettering, that's nicked off the boot of the Corby man by Storer, and Sandy comes across and does his job well. The number 5 for Kettering needs to be careful, as does the number 4 who plays long. The 11 has got a free run at Sandy, although I don't know where Sandy got that pace from.
Must have bought it, because he never had that at Kettering, did he? He lopped it out
for a
corner.
Kettering as the 11 played the ball off Sandy. Again, all of the corners for Kettering have been on this near side. In fact, Corby have yet to have a corner. And Kettering's only corners have come on this side, where Sharp has had to do a full width of the pitch.
Let's hope he can beat the first man this time. You know, it hasn't really happened, but we shall see. It's is Sharp with it, wearing light boots. Most of them have got white or black boots.
Better delivery. Perry. It's fallen to Chris Smith at the back post, who's taken I think he surprised himself with that touch and then fired the ball into the number 5, who wins a throw-in from it. Not too sure Chris Smith expected his touch to be that good, as he stopped the ball dead. Sharp now comes all the way across again, another width, and will throw the ball into the area. It'll be here we go. Here is the long throw of Rhys Sharp, and the Kettering substitutes warming up are being told to move out of the way.
Callum Powell there looking on as the ball comes in. A long throw. It's good. There's Perry. There's a bit of a scrangle here. The flag goes
No, it's a foul on the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Perry not happy with the goalkeeper there.
As he wouldn't be. Yep. I don't want to say too much about this, but I was told that Perry had lost a lot of weight.
It depends how much he put on beforehand, though. But, as long as he can do a job.
Which he's doing. And
yep.
Well, it's a good ball here. It's Ross McParland who's away in the penalty, plays it square, but a poor ball. And then a foul by McParland, a late foul on the number 5, who's a trialist for Kettering. Shake of the hand between the two of them. Free kick to Kettering. But there was a chance there. Corby seemed to be more fired up at the moment than Kettering after that initial goal from the Poppies, and a couple of nice movements. Corby back into the game.
Corby have certainly got closer.
Yes.
Than Kettering. Kettering just stagnating a little bit. Ball played forward. Another wonderful ball. Is it going to be kept in? No, it's just too far, as Jordan O'Brien chased in vain. About 3.5 minutes to go then until the half. Goal kick taken short to Chris Smith on the right hand side of that back three. Wants an option, hasn't got anything, still comes forward, still hasn't got an option. Plays it to Storer, who knocks it back to the number 4. He should play it out wide right to the number 5. I don't understand why he's done that.
Yeah.
He's tried to be clever and play it with the outside of his boot and has stitched the number 5 up there. Just play it left footed.
Throw in then to the Steelman just before half time. It's been taken, it's back with the Steelman. Storer tries to intervene, can't. Good work here from O'Brien. I said he was the one to look out for beforehand, and he's certainly causing a problem. As Trialist number 1 gets the ball through, cut out by the number 4. Foul there on Storer, nothing given. As Sharp then is having trouble. Ball comes over, and it goes higher, wide of Rhys Davis, goes out for a goal kick. But Corby's certainly coming into the game more now. And
yeah, Kettering I think will probably want half time, even though it's a friendly. But
they had that chance, Corby, didn't they, where they should have scored, where the shot was too weak.
It is nice to see how this defence fares, though, being under the cosh, because the games that have been played, okay, I know Stamford took the lead, but the games that have been played haven't exactly been Kettering camped in their own half and having to really pitch in and defend. It's a few little chinks in the armour, but they've dealt with what's come their way.
Well, Colby will be a challenge on Tuesday night. They always give Kettering a good game. Remember, both league games were very hard fought indeed when we played them championship season. And away go Corby now. It is McParland bearing down on Davis. Plays it, comes off the number 6, the Kettering Smith, and is a corner. But again, Corby pressing. Just before half-time, we're into the 44th minute of this game, this Newland Shield game played here at Steel Park. Corby's first corner on the left-hand side, be taken by Connor Fury. It's been taken short to O'Brien, puts the ball in, headed out, but only towards the number 6, Britton. Thought about a shot, couldn't, gets it out. Good work there.
Surely if there's any time to do something like that, it's pre-season, isn't it?
Yep. Ball goes out harmlessly for...
Don't want to be doing it in the 89th minute of an FA Cup game. Pre-season, why not? Let fly.
Of course, Corby involved in the FA Cup on August the 7th. Kettering's rearranged fixture away at Worksop Town as Davis raised the ball out by the halfway line. It should be Corby throwing if there's time, and there should be. There's about 50 seconds left of normal time. Number 6 there for Corby. Britton plays the ball on the wing on the far side. He finds O'Brien, who's had a lot to do in this half. Britton with the ball. He's found the number 2, the trialist. It's back with the number 6, Britton. Flicks it through, and Kettering's number 5, trialist, just takes the ball. And they're knocking there next door. Some fans standing up to obscure the view. And rightly so, told to sit down. Heading quietly towards them, half-time throw-in.
Yeah, I'll make it about 10 seconds left. Yeah. The referee may add on some time. I know it's only a friendly, but
there was that long
Rhys Davis was down for a while,
ball
wasn't he?
Flicked on through here for the number 11. He's come through. Goalkeeper comes out and
good
did
goalkeeping.
Well, Gruber there. Certainly wasn't the favourite, but he gets the ball to the number 6, Britton. Britton turns, plays it out to trialist number 1 on the far side. Good little turn there by Fury, but it comes off a Kettering player.
We've had 45 minutes. Referee is looking at his clock, his watch rather, which is just a small clock, I guess. Throw in for Corby. Will he allow this attack to see what happens? Could be a chance here for Corby on that right-hand side. Ball through, onside is the number 11. Ball fired in across the 6-yard box. No one there for Corby. A couple of times now Corby have fired that ball into the area and
just
no one has
been
been there.
Thing, haven't they? They've flashed him across the penalty area with no contact, and it goes out for a throw. And should be the last action of this first half. Depends on how much time the referee allows for the Davis injury. For them to get on with it, apparently. And good crowd in here for a pre-season. We'll try and bring in the attendance at some point if we can. We will also interview Paul Cox later, which should appear on the websites and social media either tonight or tomorrow. And number 10 goes down there. Trialist 3 rather dived on that one, rather Greg Laganis style, but it was a foul.
So we've had nearly 1.5 minutes over the allotted time for the first half. And
so Brian, I think, with the ball. One-man wall, if you can call it a wall. But holding his arms in front of him to protect him. Ball comes with O'Brien towards the back post. He's headed in, should be a goal. And
air
cleared
shot
by Kettering. An air shot from the number 10, trialist 3. If that was on target, it could have been a goal. Crawford. There's
afters on the
some argy-bargy we've missed
I must admit, yeah, we were both looking at the ball and don't really know what's happened there. We were looking at the attack, and then all of a sudden there was
a whistle went, and there's a little fracas.
The number 2 is being pushed away from it, along with Sandy, I think, is it? Perry's the first one to go and inform the referee of what's happened.
Yes,
I'm sure, of course, that'll be. I'm sure that's not a biased view at all from Kyle Perry.
Sure
he's telling him exactly what's happened.
Sandy wants to be careful. Has already been booked. And
what's going on here?
Getting his book out here, and let's have a look. He's calling somebody over.
Was it Sandy who was the issue, or was he just there because he was the captain and peacemaker?
Well, Reece Sharp's gone over, and there's Perry there. There should be a Corby player, at least the number 8 trialist.
Going on?
2, Perry.
He's still having a word with the number 5 there, the number 8. I think it might be a yellow card for Perry and the number 8 trialist 2. Perry's been booked. And I imagine that the same will be brandished to trialist number 2.
That's
and
in
fact, he is having his name being taken.
So, name trialist 2.
It's a good point, actually. What do you
put?
What do you actually give the referee? Because
you can make any old name, can't you?
Yeah, because the official team sheet will show your name as trialist 2.
Yeah. So
yellow card has been brandished to.
Of course, he could come on the second half as trialist 3, couldn't he? You know.
Well, yeah, just change the shirt around, put someone else in the other.
Yeah.
Number 8.
So we're into the 49th minute of this game. That's
unusual for a friendly, isn't it?
It is. Referee,
so what is going on? So it's going to be a drop ball.
It's my ball.
Corby's way. It's uncontested. They can play on. Yes, they play on.
Blow the whistle, referee. And
headed away by the number 5. Crawford can't get there. It's Jake Holt bursting forward. Are we going to have a half-time at some point in this game?
Well, I'm not sure.
Throw in for Kettering down by the corner flag. Referee's still not interested in blowing the whistle.
We're into the 50th minute now, so probably playing the full 90 in one go.
That's a workout, isn't it?
Isn't it? Good job that Kettering have 2 teams here today, just in case. But and there we are.
Half-time. So Kettering are 1-0 up at the half, thanks to a penalty from the number 11, who's taken down by the goalkeeper as he went through. Right decision to give the penalty. Good penalty as well. Apart from that, it's been quite a feisty game. 3 yellow cards given in the first half of a friendly. Few interesting challenges going in.
Well, that's what you expect.
As you said earlier, it's exactly what Paul Cox wanted. He wanted a feisty game. He wanted something that was close to match practice.
All these triangles and playing nice football, Ed, is not what we want to see. You know, when you see what it's going to be like in a league match, where it's going to be cut and thrust, and this certainly has given a bit of that this afternoon. So there we go. Anyway, we're going to take a short break now. We're back with you for the second half coverage. Just to finally say, it's Corby Town 0, Kettering Town 1 in the Newland Shield, and we'll be with you in the second half. So from Ed and myself, see you later.
Well, welcome back to Steel Park. You're listening to Poppy's TV, sponsored by Elgood's Brewery. It's half-time in the Newlands Shield. Kettering lead 1-0 thanks to a penalty by trialist number 11. And it does look like Kettering have made some changes. A change in the sticks, as we expected. Rhys Davies looked quite scary, actually, in the first half as he collided with Chris Smith. Thankfully, he was okay and continued the half. But he has been replaced at half-time, as we expect in these games. It does look actually relatively unchanged, though. Powell is on, as is a number 20.
Well, Perry and Crawford are off. So is Smith. As you said, so is the goalkeeper. So the players that we know who they are... Powell, as you said.
Kennedy's out there.
Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah,
Gary Sheriff isn't there, although he's on the sub.
No, there he is. Yeah, Sheriff is on.
He's there. He's just done the spectacle, testicle, wallet and watch.
Oh dear. So yeah, no Chris Smith. Storer's gone off. Yeah, Powell and Sheriff are on. The trialist number 11 is still on. Oh no, in fact, Rhys Davies is still on. Whoever's on is wearing the number 1 shirt. We're about to get underway then. Corby are getting us underway, kicking from left to right in their white and black shirts, black shorts, black socks. Kettering from right to left in red and black shirts, white shorts and white socks. Referee checks his watch again. And away we go. Corby get us underway. I'm just trying to sort out this, so I'll leave you in the capable hands of Mr.
It's offside for Corby as McParland was adjudged. Ball back with Rhys Davies, who we did think would actually be changed after that knock that he took, but he's out there. It's going to be a few more trialists for Kettering. The number 15 is out, don't know who he is. And it was a throw in by the number 19, another trialist. Finds Kennedy, but the return was too powerful. It goes out for a throw-in to Corby, taken quickly. It's the number 6 Britain has this. He plays the ball to Sandy, who's had that booking in the first half. He's advancing forward, showing his pace even at his age. Gets it out, cut out by the number 2, has remained on for Kettering. Gary Sheriff had it, but another trialist has the ball for Kettering. He finds Kennedy, plays it back, and there's another trialist for Kettering.
It's trialist to trialist to trialist.
Yes. So
number 15 plays
we'll just do numbers, I think, for Kettering.
Crossfield ball, unless of course we know who they actually are. Here's the 20 for Kettering. 20 plays down the line for Sheriff. Sheriff, will he keep it on? He does. On that right byline, plays it off the... Well, it's Elliot Sandy that for Corby. And gets a throw in.
The bulk of Elliot Sandy, I thought you were going to say that.
No, not quite. Of course, the only Kettering player.
By the way. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Now I can't go and get refreshments. I'm able to. Elliot Sandy playing for Corby, ex-Kettering he is, of course. Here's the 20 for Kettering. Lays it off to Powell. Powell outside of his right foot. We saw him do it away at Hereford, didn't we? Against Paul White.
Outside of his foot and beauty into the top.
All of the goals that game was stupendous. It was probably one of the best quality games of football I've seen for a long time. In some of the worst conditions, rain, fog.
For those that didn't see it, it's a shame. But
you can. I'm sure it's actually still somewhere online. I'm sure you can see it on our highlights channel.
18 loses the ball for Kettering. Corby in possession with McParland. He's got the number 7 alongside him, Fury. McParland puts the ball in, cleared by Kettering trialist, heading towards the number 2. And ball is played back in Kettering's half. Cut out by the number 11 for Kettering. He's got 11 on the shorts, but... it's 19, sorry, not 11.
No, the 11's the striker.
Yep,
who's
he's
chasing
being
after
held
the ball
back
now.
here as our 11 Sandy catches the ball. Well, doesn't catch it. He catches onto the ball, gives it back to the goalkeeper. Out comes Holt.
I'm trying to work out whether Kettering's goalkeeper has changed and they've just changed kits, but he's definitely still wearing number 1.
Yeah.
Which is Rhys Davies.
They look very similar as well, both goalkeepers.
Yeah, it
more
doesn't help.
frustrating. I looked at them. Oh, good little touch there, and the number 10 goes down.
No way
For a
on
penalty.
this earth. No way on this earth you're getting a penalty for that.
Corby
Ball played out to the number 2. Crossing over everyone again. Not a chance you're getting a penalty for that. Kettering throw-in on the far side then, in line with their penalty area. Cleared away. Brought down by the number 5 for Kettering, who's now moved on to... he was on the left of that back 3. He's now moved to the right of that back 3. 23. I didn't think it'd be a 13 shirt. 23 plays it back to the goalkeeper, who we not sure who it is. We think it's still Rhys Davies, but he's wearing the number 1 shirt. Throw in for Kettering, then the right back number 2 takes it to the 20. 20 to the 2. Heavy touch, gives it straight away, and back come Corby with the 11. Ball played through, and I think the Corby player gave up on that a bit quickly.
And so Brian, who's normally been in control of the ball this first half, but loses it there as out comes Kettering's number 15. Kennedy's in the way, passed it square to the 20, outside to the number 2. He's got 2 round him, loses the ball. There's a trip, but nothing given by the referee. And Kennedy has to play the ball across the park to the 15. I've seen him before the 15, but don't know his name. He's advancing forward, plays it out wide to the 19. 19 now, left-footed, tries to go by him. Might do, gets the ball over, cleared by Sandy. And won by the 15. And there's Powell. Powell controls it, loses it. And the ball is hacked away by Corby.
It's out of play anyway, down here.
So there'll be a throw-in to the Poppies.
It doesn't look... Oh, it might be Rhys Davies. I don't know. I'm really still trying to work out who that goalkeeper is. No, they both look exactly the same. So, well, from distance anyway.
That's going to be great, isn't it, on a November and Tuesday night away as Powell weaves his way through. He's beaten 3 and loses the ball eventually as he was almost going down on that, but Corby get the ball away into Kettering's off. No, they don't. It's blocked by the 19. A throw in to Corby. Still 1-0 if you've just joined us. 6 minutes into the second half. And quite a little feisty first half, which is good as Holt plays it square to Sandy. Sandy now on the far side, advancing forward, plays a long ball for O'Brien. There comes goalkeeper. And gives it to the 15. Heavy touch there by the 20. Finds the number 5. There's Sheriff. Plays the ball back to the 19 in the centre of the park. He plays it out wide to the 19.
It was 20.
It was 20, yeah. Wish we knew the names of these people. But there, the 19's going forward. He might try a shot, a long ranger. Still with the ball. Gets out wide to Sheriff. Sheriff has to take a touch. It plays him wide. The number 2 advances forward to give Sheriff some room. Sheriff tries a low shot and it's weak and just goes by the post.
Daisy cutter, wasn't it? On his weaker foot there, Sheriff. Goal kick for Corby Town. And what's going on? Substitution for Corby. See who leaves the field and who comes on.
We have 4 names down here.
The 10 has left the field, so try list 3. I don't know who's come on yet. He's still not turned round, has he? There. He turned round a bit. It might be the 12. I'm not sure. He doesn't seem to want to show us his shirt number.
No. Typical, is it? It's got 12.
12.
On there.
So Ollie G.
Ollie G.
That's G-E-E. So it could be Gee. I'm not sure.
Put through, but too quick for Kettering's number 8, Kennedy. That goes out harmlessly for a goal kick. Nice and sunny here in Corby. That's a rarity, isn't it, in itself?
Yeah,
First time I've been here, and I've not been in a freezing cold parka, you know.
No thunderstorms and rain
Yet.
that we were forecast. It's still looking relatively okay overhead as well. Headed away strongly by Kettering, flicked on by the 11, headed away by the 4 for Corby. That's Holt. Another good header. 20 helps the ball on. 11's waiting to get there. Sandy has the ball at his feet now and played down the left-hand side, straight out of play for a throw-in.
Looks like Kettering can make another substitution. Looks like a forward coming on over the side near Ramshaw, near Ben Marvin. There's a player there. But certainly not knowing the players' names is difficult when you're commentating, Ed, really, isn't it? But there we go. 15 plays a long ball to the 11, and there is the 14 out there. Goalkeeper misses it, makes a right hash of it. Powell can't do much with it. Unfortunately, they couldn't lob the goalkeeper because there was a chance there, but he's played back, and the 15 has the ball. It's back in Kettering's half.
Got away with one there, Nemanja Gruber.
An appalling attempt, really, by the goalkeeper. Not what the Kettering faithful want to see.
The Kettering faithful want to see it.
Oh, they do, yes.
Corby faithful don't want to see it,
exactly.
Is what you mean.
Well, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
A bit like a circus, isn't it?
Ball clipped forward. Sheriff does win the header. And it's
Molly G over there, isn't it? Who's
Corby throw in.
Yeah, the number 2 can't win it, leaves the ball. Sandy goes over to collect it. We're in the 10th minute of the second half. Only one goal in it, came from a penalty. Corby have had a couple of decent chances in the first half. And the number 11 finally goes off. His work completed today, and on comes number 9. So another trialist. The drum going in the Corby stand over there. Love to hear a drum, don't you, at a game?
Oh, it's my favourite thing,
isn't it? Bang, bang, bang. But there goes the number 2. Heads it forward, but that goes out for a Corby throwing on the far side halfway through in Corby's half. Tempo seems to have slowed down a bit at the moment. I'm not surprised with all the changes from Kettering. Corby's side relatively the same as the first half. Just a change. Sandy now has the ball, traps it, takes it, plays it, but cut out by Kennedy. That goes out for a throw-in midway in Corby's half on the far side, taken quickly. And again, another throw-in. They're advancing, a bit like American football, 3rd down and 5. And another throw-in comes in. It's rolling ball, I think, at the moment. That's
usually what balls do.
Is it?
Mm.
Sandy, in his own half, pumps it forward. The number 7 looks miles offside to me, but plays have been allowed to go on. And they've done well here, Corby. Might be a shot coming in. There is a weak. Another Daisy cutter. And goes by Davis's post if it is Davis. If not, it's Jackson Smith. But I actually do think it is Davis in goal, Ed, because Jackson Smith has different coloured boots, I think.
I wasn't aware of what coloured boots Davis was wearing first half, so I can't comment.
So there we
Kettering
go.
playing a little bit dangerously
yeah.
here.
Playing
They've got away
deep.
with it. And away comes Powell, who will cause issues. He plays out to this number 19 on the left-hand side. Wants it back, does Powell. He won't get it back because the number 2 trialist 1 gets his boot in the way for a Kettering corner.
Well, we haven't taken one from this angle yet, so we should see if we can beat the first man. We can't quite see as spectators have stood up in front of us, but we can cope with that. We've been to various places.
Oh, yeah.
We can't see anything. But
Powell it will be, taking it right-footed in swinging. That's awful from Powell. I'm not too sure whether that's what he meant, but it was a daisy cutter along the ground. Easily dealt with by Corby, although Kettering have got it back. The 20 plays it back out to Powell. He may try something a little bit better this time. Cuts in on his right foot, which you don't want him to do! Oh, that was destined for the top corner, but Jake Holt put his head in the way and put it behind for another corner.
Missed that. That's a goal, I would have thought, from our angle. It was a very good header indeed. He got in the way and it whizzed over the bar.
Well, I've just said that's the one thing you don't want to do is allow Callum Powell to cut in on his right foot. To be honest, you don't want to cut him on his left foot either, because he'll start just using his right anyway.
Yeah, the ball back with Powell. Let's hope this corner is better than the first one.
Yeah, I wonder whether it was a training ground routine that just didn't go right. He wanted to play it low into the near post. And,
well, that didn't work.
It didn't work, so let's not try it again.
Kennedy's up there. It ball comes in. It's high to the back post. This
Well,
time he's overhit.
well,
and goes
that
out.
was
2 appalling corners to be honest.
both ends of the scale. That wasn't it. One was low and short, and the other one was
high and
long. Throw-in taken by Sandy, back to the goalkeeper. Grubor cleared away. Should be a Kettering man underneath it. It is. Won't be a Kettering man who gets there, and that clearance has gone across the line. Headed away, and the 15 plays forward. Well cleared by Sandy, and that's not well cleared by his teammate though, as Kennedy lays the ball back and out to this 19. Lovely jink past the number 7, ball in. Sandy's missed it. Sheriff is offside anyway. It wouldn't have mattered, but he heads over the bar.
Ball in, wasn't it? But it was just bouncing too high. Just came off the top of Sheriff's head, but the flag went up. If it had been about 4 foot taller, he might have done better. Mind you, he'd have been a freak if he'd been 4 foot taller, wouldn't he, that height?
Yeah. But I don't think he was expecting it to carry Sheriff. He got something on it, but he was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Nearly 14 minutes gone of this second half. It's 1-0 to Kettering. It's a
Powder
free kick.
Holding
Is it foul? I don't know.
Yeah, it is. Foul down there.
Ball clipped into the channel, and the number 9 has got there. Well cut out by the Kettering number 23, who's trying to play it out of danger, and he hasn't. But he has managed to get it out for a throw-in. It'll be Corby's though, in front of us, taken quickly by trialist 1. 20 gets in the way, is fouled. Powell comes through, goes past 1 and gets fouled by the other, and there'll be there was about 3 fouls in there, to be honest.
Yeah, Powell did well to keep going under pressure, and then the number 9 also was being fouled at the same time after Powell had been fouled. Referee brings it back for the first one, and it's going to be number 15, tall 15, taking this about 10 yards inside Corby's half on the near side to us. And fans can see beyond the goal in. It comes towards back there. There's Sandy. There's a push by Kennedy. And that will be a free kick.
Kennedy and Sandy knowing each other well.
Yeah, grinning at each other as that went on. But another Corby throw in.
What's going on now? Substitution. Now Rhys Davis does come off.
Yeah, so Rhys Davis took that knock in the first half, fully recovered, lasted about an hour.
Yeah, pretty much an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, and on comes...
and also the youngster as well comes on for Kettering.
Jack Emson.
Kennedy's also come off. Number 9 has come on for Kettering.
So,
and a 25, is that? 21, 25?
We're down now to where we're just making up names because we only know 2.
It's a 21 has come on.
3 maybe.
Yeah, we've got Jackson Smith, Jack Emson, DeCarry Sheriff.
And Sheriff done well there, he's breaking away, he's got the number 9 in front of him, in comes Powell as well, puts the ball through, plays it in there, and shoots
past the
wide.
Post.
The number 9 and Powell, look at him there, the ball to them probably was the better option, but he tried it himself, and that was a definite chance for Kettering. And is that Crawford come back on again? Yeah, Crawford's back on again.
He has.
Yep, so I say it is rolling substitutions in this game, so you can come on and off as you wish. Or the manager's wishes anyway, as the number 7 breaks away for Corby. That's Connor Fury, intercepted by the 20. Played to number 21. 21 gets it back, advances forward. He's got Crawford in front of him, he's got the number 9 in front of him, puts the ball through. Poor ball, Sandy cuts it out, and is back with Fury. Fury plays it out wide to the number 3, Gillet. He plays it to McParlin. Gillet plays his good work here for Corby. Should be a chance here. Number 11, it must be a goal. Should be. And is 1-1. Number 19 misses it. And Fury puts the ball into the net. 1-1. Well, changes happened there. It was a close cut thing. And unmarked, really. Couldn't really miss that. And
Paul Cox will be fuming, I think.
Smithy's first thing to do is to pick the ball out of the net. Couldn't do much with it, but
I think Paul Cox won't be happy with that. How easily it was won on the left-hand side. How the ball went in. How no one from a Kettering shirt got anywhere close to cutting it out. And the number 7, as you said, Connor Fury, all the time in the world. All he had to do was just get it on target, really. He did. In all fairness, I think Smith did get a hand to it, but you're not going to save it when it's
not from
there.
that range and it's on target. It's going to have to be a super save to do that. But 1-1 here, game on, as Crawford puts the ball back to Empson. Played by 23. It's a bit scrappy there as Kettering do regain possession. A little foul there, but there's Crawford, takes a touch, plays it back, and it's on this near side. To us now, number 19 has the ball, plays towards Powell. Powell in Corby's half, has to play the ball back, finds the 20, then he's fouled by the number 11, O'Brien, just on the halfway line. Now, Ed, I'm going to ask you a question. Does this go to penalties or extra time if it's 1-1 being a round robin, or is the...
Well, then that'd be a round, so... no, it would just be a point, wouldn't it? Sure, I don't know.
Yeah. But let's not get there. There's plenty of time to go for a winner for either side. It's Kettering with a free kick just inside their own half. And referee having a quick word with O'Brien. Don't know why, but it's going to be the 15th for Kettering to take this. And
substitution for Corby trialist number 1, who's wearing the number 2 shirt, leaves and a player comes on. Looks like he's going to be a right back, so he should turn around and show us his number in a second.
I'm going for Zach Green.
Of course he won't. And in true fashion, he hasn't. I think
he's got
he is
14 on his shorts. I'm right, it's Zach Green. So
headed up into the air by the Kettering number 9. I think it was. No one challenged for the second header. So Jack Empson takes the throw in. Down the line towards that number 9 again. It's been picked up by Sheriff. He's got 2 on the corner flag. So having chunks kicked out of him there, but the Kettering have got a corner.
First corner on that side, Ed, and it's Sheriff who's...
yeah, so no Sharp to take them. Yeah. So Sheriff...
Crawford goes near to him. He's leaving it.
Interested? No, yeah. Crawford is going to be the one to take it. So it'll be right-footed. So it'll either swing outwards or it'll be clipped in.
Taken short.
Neither. It's taken short. Ball put in towards the back post, headed away, and cleared up into the sky. Empson wins the header well. Sheriff is going to try and keep this on. He can't. But it will be a throw-in deep inside Corby territory for Corby. About nearly halfway through the second half, not quite there yet. Corby Town 1, Kettering Town 1. Corby have equalised on the 67th minute. No, yes? 63rd. So yeah. I can't read your handwriting.
It's typed.
After the ball was won on the left-hand side and played across the box. Did that a few times in the first half with no one there. They got players in the box this time. It fell to Connor Fury, who had all the time in the world to take a touch, dispatch past Jackson Smith in the Kettering goal.
Yep, so we got game on here in this Newlands Shield, 1-1 here at Steel Park. Probably what the game deserves, actually, or needed, was another goal. It was just passing by, as they say, but it's a throw-in on the far side of the halfway line to the Steelman, and they've taken that, headed by Empson. Cleared by Powell's. A good chase on here if it's the number 9 as Sandy rolls down. So the number 4, it's going to be a throw into Kettering. It goes out. Number 9 takes it quickly towards Powell, who swaps sides. Powell is beaten to it by Sandy, who hooks the ball away, hitting the roof tiles of the building opposite. And that will be a throw into Kettering. No Reece Sharp to take the long throw-ins. And
Kennedy's gone off as well, hasn't he? So
yeah, there's no one to take the long throw-in. It's Empson with the ball, 17-year-old academy graduate, one of Luke Graham's squad, making his way into the first team, and did well apparently at Stamford, and has done reasonably well until he loses the ball there. Given a chance, a bit scrappy in the middle, but Corby coming away with the ball. Played out here to Green, who can't keep it in, and throw into Kettering. Sheriff with it, leaves it for the number 19. He plays it to the 21, back to the 19. He plays that back into Kettering's half. 15 plays it square over to the 17 on the far side. It is wearing 23. And that's a long ball for the 9 to chase, who can't keep it in. And
I think he would have been
throw-in.
offside anyway.
Yeah.
The linesman was getting ready to put the flag up.
Well, it's
So changing tactics here from Kettering. Sheriff and Powell have switched sides. Good header that from Emson. Powell can bring it down. It was Crawford who couldn't bring it down.
well, lovely work there from Powell. And
Corner ball.
Sandy showing his experience there, isn't he? Playing this holding midfield role at the back, and it's a quick corner taken by Crawford to Powell. Powell turns, can't beat the 3, and 3 goes down. I don't know if he's injured himself, but he goes down. And referee goes over, hand to his base of his spine. Referee. Is he calling on the physio or the sports therapist? No, he's got up. It will be a throw-in to Kettering.
Emson to take then. Let's
Yeah.
see what he's got. There doesn't seem to be a short option, so it could be a substitute for the long throw. It's looped in. It's not particularly long. Crawford blasts into the car park.
A foul anyway, I think. Ed, referee's given anyway, but yes,
Car's landed
Powell,
on the flat roof. Oh, it's come back down. We're fine.
put that into orbit. Yep, drum beating away in the James Ashworth VC Memorial Stand. Haven't got an attendance yet, but
Yeah, it's quite good, isn't it?
It's quite good,
Yeah.
actually, I must confess, yeah. Mind you, my judgment of attendances have been pretty poor recently. Flick on there to the number 9, who controls it well. Plays it out, has to play it back to Emson. Has certainly had a bit of the ball since he's been on. Plays it long towards Crawford. It comes off Sandy. Cries of handball from Crawford. Nothing given. It comes off Sheriff for a Corby throw-in. Well, Sandy putting a full shift in.
He's played well, Elliot Sandy, as you'd expect.
Yeah, experienced professional. Ex-professional, should I say. Been around the circuit. But
Here
it
comes
is,
Sheriff. Sheriff and Powell again have switched sides. It's Powell leaves it for this number 19. He goes on an overlap, does Callum Powell. Great ball in. Back post! Offside.
Offside as the number 9 buries the ball past Gruber. And it's cancelled out, but a good move from Kettering.
What a ball that was as well.
And,
Unlucky that. Doesn't seem to be any major issues, although Sandy has gone down.
Yeah, he's holding his haunches. Ball played forward.
Corby not putting the ball out of play though.
No.
So Kettering are going to not give them the same privilege, I don't think. They had the chance to put it out and they've decided not to. So Kettering won't either.
Sandy gets up.
And Kettering have got the ball in the middle of the park. That's a heavy touch by DeCarey Sheriff, although Kettering have got it back with the back line again. Looks like Kettering have changed to a back 4 now, actually. Powell bursting forward, not on the same wavelength as the number 19, although he wins the throw-in. And now Sandy gets some treatment. So 26 minutes gone of this second half, still 1-1. Kettering have had the ball in the back of the net again, although the linesman adjudged the number 9 to be offside.
Good goal, actually, well executed. And just a shame that it was a millimetre offside by my accounts. And of course, VAR would have given
Blatantly on.
Blatantly onside.
Of course, yeah.
You know, I mean, unbiased as we are, we know what we see, and that was
Well,
definitely
exactly.
onside.
At least a good 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, onside. I mean, never have we been wrong.
No. Or
And,
biased.
Or biased, no. But it will be a threat to Kettering when. Here
Nope.
we go.
517. The attendance. Very good attendance for a pre-season match.
Yep, and there's a fair few from Kettering here as well. So well done to everybody that came to this Newland Shield game. 517 as the referee gets us back underway. 19 plays it to Crawford. Back to the 19. He plays it
20.
back to the 20. Flicks it forward. Powell heads it on, but there's a melee of Corby players who just hoof the ball away, and O'Brien can't get there. Even McParland even ant to deck, and the Long ball over, great ball, and chested down there by Empson. What can he do? He falls over the ball, much to the delight of the Corby fans. An advantage played, although he fouled there. Unlucky for the youngster, but the initial part was great. Sandy pumps it forward for O'Brien, but it goes out of play. And 517, very good gate.
Seeing a good game of football as well, actually.
Yeah, it's of the pre-season games I've seen, it's been the best, I must confess. Didn't go to Stamford on Tuesday, whenever it was, Thursday. But yes, entertaining stuff so far as the number 9 can't win the ball. Sandy can, won by Kettering's 20. Bit of head tennis going on here between the sides at the moment. And it's going nowhere. Empson gets involved with the number 12. Gillet has the ball, does well. Just pumps it forward. Poor header really there from the Kettering player. Kettering under pressure now. And the number 12, Ollie G, gets the ball.
Well done that.
Yep, needed to be. There's Sheriff, who then is brought down by Holt. Powell, little touch at the back. Advantage Kettering. Going forward, a great ball here to Sheriff. Can Sheriff? He gets brought down. And Sandy can't believe it. I did think he went down quite easy there, Sheriff, but
yeah, there is contact between Sandy and Sheriff.
And if Sandy is booked here, he's off.
Well, what's gone on here? There's a Corby player on the deck. The linesman spotted something.
Well, it's every time they go forward, it's McParland who is holding his head. The referee has gone over to the linesman. And he's going over towards the goalkeeper, Smith. And Smith here is going to get a card. It's a yellow at least.
I never like these referees who keep their cards in their back pocket, both ones, because he's gone to his back pocket there, and obviously you fear for the worst.
Well, we didn't see the event.
What is going on here?
I don't know.
Number 9's getting up and then jumping down and rolling over and doing somersaults.
Well, he's certainly going for RADA, isn't he?
So, yellow card for Jackson Smith.
And now he's miraculously got up all right, look.
Strange,
his name's
isn't it?
Lazarus.
Mad, isn't
Ross
it?
Lazarus McParland.
He's been
rolling
chucking
around
himself
like
on the floor,
and then
some forward somersaults, and then as soon as the card's been given, straight up, no problem.
Well, let's get back to the proper foul that was down there on the left-hand side. It's Sheriff with the ball. Now, Sandy was being spoken to by the referee, wasn't he? And if he gets booked, he's off.
Oh, by the letter of the law, he should have done, but it's a pre-season friendly. The number 9 is now off the pitch, being replaced by someone. Again, he's decided to keep his number a secret from us.
Dylan Robinson, I'll go for.
It's either him or Calvin Taylor, isn't it? Or one of the ones who've already come back off and come back on.
That is true. Well, there's still a discussion going on for this Kettering Town free kick. And it is Powell over it, quite a distance
I think it's
out.
Calvin Taylor.
Okay.
There's no wall for Corby, which is, I'd say, concerning from this distance. There is now. I don't think if Powell shoots, it will be one of the greatest goals you'll ever see. It's about 30, 35, 38 yards out.
Who's come on is now in the wall, so we've got no chance of knowing who he is.
Keeper's starting position is quite far over. Oh, hit the bar! Offside is the number 9.
Cracking shot there from Callum Powell at distance. It's hit the top of the bar, looped up, and in went the number 9 to try and get a rebound, but he was adjudged to be offside. But Powell's free kick ability is outstanding at the moment. Let's hope he can keep that up in the league. Cracking effort from the youngster Powell. Youngster? Is he that young? But great effort.
Younger than you.
Everyone's younger than me. Everyone's younger than me.
What's going on here? Substitution. Sandy's going off. He's just handing the armband over to trialist 2.
Surely not, yes. The trialist is now acting captain. And they're about all set.
That's put your faith in someone, isn't it?
Yep.
Nope, he's taking it off again amid chuckles with his teammates. And it's been given to Jake Holt. Nope, who's... What's going on here?
16. It was Dylan Robinson that came on earlier. I've just seen his shirt. So it's going to be Calvin Taylor now on as well.
I believe it's Jude Britton who has been given the armband for Corby.
Well, it's certainly a spicy old game, this. 1-1. Kettering had a goal disallowed for offside, and they've just hit the bar. And it's what you expect in these derbies. A little bit of extra edge is just what we need for pre-season, as the number 9 for Kettering on the halfway line gets the ball to the 21. He plays it to Empson. And Corby, though, gain possession, robbed by Kettering's number 21. Played long and short. Here goes Crawford, who's not seen a lot of the ball, Crawford. Goalkeeper comes out, there could be trouble here, and
speak,
Smith,
boys.
Not controlling the ball that well, as Corby now gain possession, going forward. The number 7 has the ball, and he finds Britton. Substitute over there, passes the ball to O'Brien. O'Brien at the corner flag gets it through to Fury. Fury, who's already scored, has his shot blocked and is eventually cleared by Kettering to the number 9, who plays it down the wing for Sheriff, who does get the ball. He's been manhandled a little bit. Plays it through to Callum Powell, who can't get there. Corby do well and clear the ball, but only back to Sheriff. Sheriff, he finds Kettering's 21, flicks it forward. Good work there by Sheriff. He's got 2 round him as a scramble. Corby have possession. They're looking for the flag to go up to see which way it's going to go.
Well, there's about 5 players over there.
Yeah, and a
goal kick.
Well, into the 35th minute of this second half. 1-1. Kettering taking the lead from a penalty scored by trialist number 11. The equaliser coming on 63 minutes from Connor Fury, unmarked at the back post from close range, as Corby break away with the ball. Powell gets it back. Does well, Powell. He turns. He's taking on 2 players.
He's not seen Crawford through the middle.
He has now, but it's too late. Poor delivery there. 21 misses it. Corby get there first. And is given a foul for that as well, as referee, who's a little whistle happy in this second half. Of course, he put 5 minutes on extra time, or injury time, in that first half. So we'll see what happens here. Crawford playing at his old stamping ground. I'm sure he'd love to score against his old club.
Will he celebrate? That's the answer.
Well, that's it.
Will
Will he celebrate? Let's hope he scores anyway, but he hasn't looked like it at the moment. And free kick taken out wide. G collects it, plays it to 16, who's Robinson. He plays it to Holt. Holt to Britton. Britton. G again, does well. Empson does better. And Corby kicked the ball out for a Kettering Town throw-in on the far side. Well, we'll try and get an interview with Paul Cox, whatever happens after the game, which will be on our website. Goalkeeper comes out, does well, beat Callum Powell, and definitely a chance there for Kettering. Corby break away. Cut out, down to Crawford. Crawford beaten to it.
Took a bit of spin off the surface there, didn't it?
Yes.
Nice googly, I think.
Googly, it could be. Oh. Collision there between 2 Corby players. That would have done either of them any good, as it goes out for a Kettering throw-in, and that could have been hitting the privates. That would have been quite painful. Ball back in play with Empson. Back in Kettering's half now. The 21 plays a square ball over to 15. 15 under a bit of pressure now. Releases the ball, trying to find Powell. Can't. And 23 mops up. Heavy touch. Flicks it through. Offside, this will be.
Offside. Leave it. Oh! Yeah. Someone's got to give him a shout. He's been offside about 12 times this second half.
Number 9 and has scored.
I don't think he's actually ever been onside.
No. It's sort of Arrow O'Connor-esque, isn't it?
Yeah.
O'Connor, offside. Number 9, offside.
Yeah, Honus. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, Honus.
It was a Honus penalty or Honus offside.
Yeah, that was the 2 shouts of a few seasons ago.
But the number 9, all he needed was a shout from Sheriff, and Sheriff was miles on.
Yeah, communication, key part of the game, isn't it? And they haven't got that yet. Early doors, I know, but you'd expect a little bit more, maybe. experienced player. By all accounts, the number 9. It comes in from Gruber, the goalkeeper, cut out by 23, mopped up by trialist 2, who was acting captain for a brief second or two. And he played it out to Britton. Britton on the far side. Corby seeing a lot of the ball at the moment. Kettering just clearing it. And hits the old Corby Town stand opposite. That is the old main stand of the old ground.
Rockingham Triangle, isn't it?
Rockingham
Oh,
Triangle,
it's
and the
stuck in the
ball's
gutter.
stuck up there. So some poor individual's got to go up and collect it. Oh dear. So yes, it's stuck on the top there. New balls, please. And here it is. Throwing comes in, cleared by 23. Sheriff does well, beats one, but can't control it as number 8 gets the ball, and Kettering put it out. Kettering come away with the ball, plays it out to the 19 on this right hand side. He flicks the ball, but aimlessly anywhere. Oh, the 15 can't control it, and it came off his head. Kettering throwing. That surprised Sheriff, who thought it was going to go out for a Corby throw. He leaves the ball to Empson. Foul throw in my opinion, but it got away with it. 23. Poor ball there, just cleared by Gillet.
Everyone was offside anyway.
Everyone was offside. Have to explain the offside rule to them, weren't we? So
Yeah.
again. Well, it seems to have tampered down a bit at the moment. Not as much excitement and a venom as the previous minutes. Empson with the throw-in. Gillet puts it back out again. Empson will try again. Virtually from the same spot. Might pinch a couple of yards, which he's done. Finds a 21, back to Empson. Comes inside, tugged at the back, there he was, trying to find Powell, can't. Headed out. There's McParland, to O'Brien, to Gillet. To G. G, handball by 23, rather unluckily. Crikey, Carl Perry's found a tabard that fits. Well, it looks a bit like a bra on him, doesn't it? Just. I mean, it's riding with wear, isn't it? Let's be honest. Look at the state of it. Oh, dear. But a free kick anyway to the Steelman as time marches on here. 1-1 in this exciting game. And ball comes in. Out comes Jackson Smith. He catches the ball and delivers it towards Powell. Powell can't get there. The number 9 possibly can. And it's hit back. 15 again with a very, very scrappy. It's going from one end to the other at the moment. And the 19 has got to play the ball back to Smith or take it on the outside of his foot, which he's done. Doing quite well actually at the moment. Plays it long. Crawford can't get there. The trialist can. And it's back with the 19. Right down by the byline. He's going to allow that to go out. He does. And that should be goal kick to Kettering. We almost evaded there, Ed, I think.
Yeah, a few gents who don't appear to be able to handle their alcohol outside our door.
But we shall see.
I think I'm drunk from second-hand fumes as soon as that door opened.
Well, yes.
Crikey.
What you'd expect, I suppose, really. But the
My
ball
eyeballs have just set on fire.
Oh, yeah. And the 4 there, Holt, puts the ball out of play as the number 9 was bearing down on him. And it will be a throw-in to Kettering on this near side to our press box. And Powell has the ball, which is good. He finds the 19. 19 plays it in towards Crawford. Crawford socks down, still with the ball. Plays it to the 21. Back in with the number 9.
Offside.
It's offside again. Every time you mention the word 9, you must say offside. So the one thing Paul Cox will learn from this, number 9 can get himself offside. And he has done.
Yet again.
Well, we're into the 43rd minute. Looks like it's going to a draw. And very even game, I'd say, Ed, to be honest. Empson can't control the header. It goes out for a throw on the far side. can hear some noise at the back. I apologise for that, but we're being invaded by a Tartan army at the door. We'll try and continue as much as we can. Bit disturbing, really. No stewards doing their jobs.
No stewards anywhere.
Yes.
I mean, I know it's a pre-season friendly, but I mean it's Kettering versus Corby, and the lack of stewarding is really poor. Really poor.
Finds 21 who's cut out, and it's back with the 23 on the halfway line.
In fact, I can see one steward by the tunnel, and I can't see another steward.
Ball played to Sheriff, who is onside, and does well. Brought down, foul.
Yeah.
And that's a foul. Just
one of the more blatant ones.
More blatant than that. There's a Corby player down. We're into the 44th minute.
So, a minute before we hit 90, I make it. And Powell has a chance to put the ball into the area.
Yep, so we enter the final minute of this game. 1-1 here at Steel Park in the Newlands Shield, the first game that Kettering have contested in this. Can it be a last-minute winner? Powell comes in here, headed in for the number 9. It flicks everywhere but where it should go. And that should go out for... No, it is Sheriff who can't
Corby throw it.
And it's a throw into
I was just amazed there the number 9 was onside.
Yes.
It'd been very difficult to be offside from that position, but I'm sure if anyone could manage it, I'm sure it would have been him.
Yeah. Feet up there from Kettering, but 19 gets the ball and loses it straight away. It's Corby into the Kettering half in these final few moments of this game, depending on how much injury time is played. The referee does look at his watch. Didn't in the first half, but he has done in the second half. And Corby put the ball out. And the number 6 there is number Britain shouting his mouth off there at Fury. Shouldn't that be Fury shouting his mouth off? Anyway, so throw into...
Angry, is he?
Angry, taken by Green. Kettering to clear the ball. They do to the 21. He's under pressure. Flicks the ball away to Powell on the far side.
Yeah, he's quick. He's not that quick.
Not that quick, and he can't keep it in. And we make it now. We're into the 46 minutes, so technically we're into injury time. It all depends now how much time the referee adds on.
A couple of stoppages, hasn't there?
Yeah.
A goal as well. Not too sure we'll get the hour that we got in the first half.
Did seem to go on for a long time, didn't it? Corby, the number 8, the trialist, who's been throughout, flicks the ball forward. It's an aimless ball, and that should just harmlessly go out for throw-in right by the corner flag on the far side.
In rugby terms, that's a perfect kick forward, isn't it? Going all the possession, it's right by the corner flag.
Yeah, a line out down, a few yards pinched there by Emerson, about 10 of them. He's been told to go back.
First referee I've ever seen actually enforce where the throw-in was supposed to be taken from.
Yeah.
Usually they... he's not really enforced it there because he's still taken about 12 yards.
Another throw into Kettering now. It's winding down a bit.
Powell takes this one. Probably shouldn't have done, but he's a goal. He was getting another throw in because that was one of the worst throw-ins I think I've ever seen.
Your memory must be good then, because I've seen some appalling ones.
Fair point. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. Crawford plays it back to the 15. Ball clipped over to Powell. He's let it bounce, Callum Powell. He has kept it in just. He falls over but still goes past the Corby man. Is not
given the foul. I mean, number 9 who's onside was absolutely furious with that decision, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, I mean...
the ball to 21. Number 9 gets the ball to Crawford. Here comes 21. He can't get through. It goes for a corner. Could this be the final act of the second half? And can Kettering get that?
Not too sure how that wasn't a foul. Callum Powell had put it through the legs of the Corby man.
Yeah.
And then
brought down.
Brought down, yeah.
But, is this last chance
Crawford,
then?
All of the corners from Crawford have gone short. There is a chance to go short, but he goes...
A dreadful corner. And 25's in low, and that goes inches wide. It was a opportunist shot, and a little bit nearer.
These corners must be training ground routines, playing it low into the front post. Because you can't tell me that that Crawford and Powell have both managed to shank one along the ground.
Well, into the 48th minute, and still no sign from the referee on what's going on here.
No, it's not time. Referee not even interested yet.
Well, Sheriff has the ball for Kettering on the far side. He chests it, turns.
Good
Put out
challenge.
by Corby's number 6 Britain.
That's
And
full time.
There goes the whistle.
Finished here 1-1 at Steel Park. A good workout in the pre-season tournament, the Newlands Shield. Kettering took the lead early on in about the 7th minute when the number 11 was brought down by the goalkeeper in the penalty area. Dispatched the penalty wonderfully. The first half then really continued without major incident. A few half chances here and there, a few little scuffles broke out, but nothing more. The second half, though, was more like what you'd expect to see in a league game. Corby did equalise on the 63rd minute. Paul Cox, I don't think, will be overly happy with the way it was conceded. But it was what it was. And then, well, it was just an absolute typical derby. There were challenges going in everywhere, little scuffles, players not happy with each other, decisions, half chances. Callum Powell hit the bar from about 35 yards out, a free kick that was wonderfully struck.
Goal was allowed, of course, as well. From the number 9, offside.
Yeah, number 9, certainly if Paul Cox decides he wants to persevere with him, needs to work out where that back line is.
And communicate with
his players.
Yeah,
because there's a few times he was offside and maybe he shouldn't have gone for the ball and Sheriff would have got there and he was onside. But it is what it is, and it's a good workout for Kettering and for Corby in the Newlands Shield. We're going to head off air now. We're going to go and see if we can grab a quick word with Paul Cox. We will see you on Tuesday away to Colville. We will be there. We will attempt to broadcast from there as well, so you will be able to hear it here on Poppy's TV, sponsored by Elgood's Brewery. But for the time being, it's finished here, Still Park. It's Corby Town 1, Kettering Town 1.